All right, back for another beer review, and today is Wednesday, which means it's time for another Western New York Wednesday here on the channel. And today I'm going to be reviewing a beer from the 42 North Brewing Company, and they are out of East Aurora, New York. And this is their Movin to the Country IPA. So they are calling this a Peach Milkshake IPA. Comes in at 6.5% alcohol by volume and 18 IBUs. No canning on date. On the bottom here it just says, peaches come from a can, but no canning on date. Well, I do know that this was released on June 29th of 2018, making this can, let's just say they canned it a couple days beforehand, let's say the 27th, 28th. This is about just over 2 weeks old at the time of review. When you guys see this review, it'll be about 3 weeks old, so pretty damn fresh. So they are brewing this with lactose, vanilla, and peaches. And the hops they're using are Rakau, Mosaic, Dorado, and Azacca. So this is the first beer that I'm going to be reviewing from 42 North on the channel. I've had quite a few beers from them in the past. This past year, they put out some really good IPAs. They have, what was it, the Preemption IPA, their True Line IPA. One of my favorite beers from them is their Oatmeal Cookie Brown Ale. Fantastic. They've never canned it or bottled it. It's always been on draft. So hopefully this year, it's usually released in the fall, winter. Hopefully, and I mean hopefully, they get it canned or bottled because I want to review that one. But anyway, let's give this a pour and see what we got going on. So yeah, it's pouring out like your typical New England style IPA or milkshake IPA. Has this fruit smoothie look to it. Has deeper orange notes to it. Deeper orange tinges to it. But it honestly looks like a fruit smoothie, about a half finger of an off-white head. And yeah, it plays the role of a peach milkshake IPA, at least from the appearance. Let's get a nose on it. Wow, very sweet off the top. Yeah, that lactose and vanilla bring this like almost whipped cream or whipped topping vibe to it. Definitely some stone fruit characters. I wouldn't necessarily say peach off the get-go here. Maybe some apricot, maybe some mango, but you know, they say they're brewing this with peaches. I don't know how many, they didn't mention it, but you know, it's not specifically peach in the aroma, at least for me. Some underlying like berry notes, like a nondescript red berry. Sweeter orange and tangerine as well. There's this underlying like dank, almost onion garlic thing going on. I don't get that a lot in beers. Deviant Dales from Oscar Blues, one of the first beers. I think they used Summit hops in that had like the onion garlic aroma to it. Getting that a bit in this, but they're not using Summit. Yeah, like lighter white fruits. Maybe even like a white grape thing going on. I'll be honest with you, there's a lot going on in here, but none of it is like really bold or, as Paul over at PA Brew News would like to say, bombastic. It's all very just laid back. The aroma's laid back. It's complex, but very laid back. There's nothing, you know, punching me in the face here in terms of aromatic qualities. It's just like, oh, it's very nicely constructed. So let's see what the taste has. Cheers. Hello, lactose. Yeah, so this has, I'm going back in for a third one before. Let me just figure out what I'm going to say here, because there's a lot going on and I don't know where to begin. All right, first off, the peach is in there, but it's not the main character. The main character of this one is that vanilla and lactose. It has a sweeter vanilla vibe to it, like vanilla cookie meets whipped cream. And that lactose is enhancing the mouthfeel too. It's super creamy and pillowy. Very soft carbonation. It's almost like drinking a fruit smoothie in terms of the mouthfeel. And the body at 6.5% has a little bit more heft to it, almost like drinking an 8% double IPA. Absolutely no bitterness to speak of whatsoever. So for anybody out there that is afraid of bitterness nowadays in your IPAs, and there's a lot of people out there not too keen on it. I love bitterness. I can do without it, whatever, it all depends. I'm enjoying this one, but I do wish there's a bit more bitterness to kind of cut the sweetness, because it is very, very sweet. But yeah, body is like medium higher side of medium, almost low full bodied. Has a nice soft creaminess from the mouthfeel. And there's a decent amount of peach, but not overly so. There's apricots, there's mangoes, a little bit of that nondescript red berry, sweeter tangerine and orange notes. A little bit of that dankness carried over, not as much. But in all honesty, this is a very, very, very easy drinking beer. If you're not a fan of bitterness and you like sweeter New England style IPAs, this is for you. I will say for me, I would want a little bit more bitterness. I want something to cut that vanilla and vanilla cookie and whipped cream note that I'm getting. That is omnipresent. That's everywhere in the taste. It is the predominant note, but it's also not overbearing to a point. I think I wouldn't want to drink more than probably 1 can of this though. Anyway, rating wise, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. It would get a higher rating if there was more bitterness and a bit more balance in this one. As is, have no trouble taking this down. Another good one from 42 North. Not one of my favorite milkshake IPAs, but definitely solid nonetheless. So 4 out of 5, that was Movin to the Country IPA from 42 North. And again, they're out of East Aurora, New York. Hopefully I get to review some of more of their stuff down the line. Like I said, in fall, winter, I want to do the oatmeal cookie brown ale. We'll see if that happens. But if not, this will have to do for the time being. So appreciate you guys stopping by for another Western New York Wednesday beer review here on the Beer Patrol. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh my God, I'm a mess today. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to be updated when my videos go live. And until the next one, cheers.